Welcome to my channel.
There once was a man named Elias Carter, a quiet dreamer from a small town where most people believed life was meant to stay ordinary. Elias never shared that belief. Since childhood, he filled notebooks with ideas for inventions: folding bicycles, self-watering gardens, miniature wind turbines. Most people laughed at him, but he kept creating, even when his projects failed again and again. By the time he was 27, nothing had changed. His inventions still collapsed, sparked, or refused to work. He spent nights working in a dusty warehouse and days shaping new prototypes from scraps of metal and plastic. Every morning, before leaving home, he looked in the mirror and whispered to himself, "One day, something will work." One winter night, after another design failed in a shower of sparks, Elias felt something inside him break. He gathered all his notebooks, years of sketches, equations, and broken dreams, and carried them outside to the dumpster. But as he lifted the lid, a gust of wind flipped open the top notebook. It was the first one he ever made, back when he was 12. Inside, beneath a messy drawing of a small wind turbine, he found a simple note written in his childish handwriting: "Build something that helps people." He stared at the words for a long moment, closed the notebook, and walked back home carrying the entire box. The next morning, he started again, not with a new idea, but with the oldest one he had: the tiny wind turbine meant to bring electricity to people who had none. It took him 7 months to rebuild it. The design broke 17 times, and he restarted it from scratch 9 different ways. But on a stormy evening, after endless trials, the turbine finally spun smoothly. The bulb connected to it flickered once, flickered again, then glowed with steady light. Elias cried, not because the invention worked, but because, for the first time, he felt like he did too. He filmed the working turbine and posted the video online. At first, it had only 30 views. By the afternoon, it had 3,000. Within a week, an environmental nonprofit reached out. They didn't want to buy the design or take ownership. They wanted to help him build it. Within a year, Elias and a small team had installed hundreds of low-cost turbines in remote villages that had never known stable electricity. His old notebooks, once nearly thrown away, were placed in a museum display titled "The Man Who Never Gave Up." People often asked how he survived so many failures. He always smiled and said, "Failure is not the end. It's just proof you're trying." And every time a new turbine lit up a dark home somewhere in the world, Elias felt a quiet, powerful pride. Every broken design, every night he almost quit, every moment of doubt, each one had helped create the light that now shined across places forgotten by the rest of the world.
Subscribe, like and share for more.